Alright, hello everyone, Patmaster47 here, and welcome back to another episode of Updating the Rockfire Explosion in Minecraft. You guys may be wondering, as I say this pretty much every episode now, because of how inconsistent my upload schedule is, or my streaming schedule is now. You guys may be wondering, why are we at spawn? Like, what is up? And you guys should know what this means. We're going to be updating right before we start the actual Rockfire thing. We're going to be updating the stage stats, or as I call them. So we're going to just be going over what all stages are left. What all Chuck E. Cheese stages are left, and yeah, we got some fairly shocking news, but we shall be going on with it. So moving on to we'll start with our friend, the 3 stage. Now there are, all 3 stages are still here. We haven't lost them yet. Now, however, I'm going on, Showbiz Pizza Wiki for these, so if you guys would like to have a look for yourself and read up on this, you can, but we do still have the 3 stages. However, by the end of 2024, if the company does go through with it, we will see that number drop to 0. The reason being, I think the latest one is Charlotte, North Carolina, being July and or August of this year. So from now until August, we're going to possibly see the extinction of the 3 stage, which is unfortunate, but we will push on. Now, the thing that really gets me is Altoona, and I may be biased because this is my local. Now, their gray box was special salute to Pine. Now, Altoona, and this is what really gets me, their gray box broke in November or October of last year. In fact, I have it right here. Okay, the gray box broke in December. And, you know, that's all good and dandy and all that, and however, it was fixed last month, and they got their characters nearly, well, Chuck at least, is almost 100% fixed. Now, if they're scheduled to 2.0 this month, I don't know why they would have fixed the gray box last month. It's just a little fishy to me that, I don't know, why would they fix something they're going to remove, but oh well, we are not here to look too far into it, because I don't get it myself, but okay, we're going to move on to the road stage, and that's just a little bit of because there is a video by Set Streets and Eats. He visited Altoona a couple days ago, or at least the video was published a couple days ago, and they were working, so oh. Oh, the road stage has been doing a little bit worse than the 3 stage, as the road stage only has 2 locations remaining. Oh. Oh no. Okay, so there's one in North Carolina and one in Canada, believe it or not, for the road stages. And that's it. Okay. I've been away far too long to from this. Oh my gosh. Okay, the two stage lost 2 locations. There are now 7 remaining, or 5 remaining, sorry. Which is pretty good, still. I mean, they're... And do I have a whole... Okay, there are 4 in the US and 1 in Canada, so... That's something, at least. And the one stage, the most prominent stage, let's see if it changes, and they lost 3 locations. Putting that number down to 12. So you guys can see we are, the numbers are dwindling. Means we lost 3, 2, and 3, so that in turn equals 8. So we're going to take this 31 minus 8 is 23. So if you guys want to see these characters, please go to 1 if you are near 1. Like, this is... We're now in the final stretch to, I believe, all these stages, but 23 locations left for the 90s era stages. Well, the Munch's Make-Believe stages, at least. Moving on to Studio C and all this. The Studio C stages. How many of these do we have left? Studio C Alpha. Starting, I think, last time I did this was March or February. Can ya? Yeah, friend me on PlayStation. There's my username. Oh. Okay, they only have 17 locations. Studio C Alpha. So that's... Okay. To my knowledge, 1 is still in Canada. But I'm unsure. Oh, we have all the remaining ones. We have Brookfield, Wisconsin, Kent, Washington, 1 in New York, Spartanburg, South Carolina, Parma, Ohio, 1 still in PA. Yay. Burbank, California has 1, Redwood City, California, Warwick, Rhode Island, Washington, another 1 in Washington. Okay, Reading, PA still has 1, so there's 2 in PA still, at least. You haven't been on your PlayStation in 4 years. Oh, jeez. Okay. Studio C Beta. Going from 62 locations since last time we checked this. They are now down to 48. Oh no. Well... And Kappa. Seeing all your old Minecraft worlds. Oh yeah, that's always a good thing. And finally, Studio C Kappa. Let's see what's left on here. $16. Oh no. Yeah, that's and we don't have the beta slash kappa and the alpha slash beta. are all gone too. Speaking of, where is my phone so I can do the calculator? I think I left it. 1 second, guys, I'll be right back. Alright, sorry about that, guys. I had to find my phone to get a calculator out to do the math here. Alright, sorry guys, just had a message from my boss I had to answer real quick. What username again? There we go, I'll get the old calculator out. So I can do the math on these. There you go, pause it if you need to. 17 plus 40. No, not 18. 48 plus 16. Oh my, okay, since the last time I did one of these updates, we've dropped from 111 to 81 locations, so we've promptly lost 30 at least. And for the modern era stages and everything in between, the C Concept Unification 1 stage, I believe, we didn't lose that yet, so we're still good there. Circles of Light, this one's I'm actually quite interested in, because some don't even have bots. Now it says 84. But I'd like to get a second opinion on that, because there may be 84 stages, but how many of those have bots is my question. So I'm going to head over to a different fandom, wiki, whatever you want to call it. And I just want to Circles of Light. I'm also gonna have to add another one for the Retro 2 stage, now that I'm thinking about it. Okay. Okay, so I'm getting a totally different number here. I'm getting 72. Because some of these are already mixed with the... Okay, let me do the math here. We have one stage with a 32 movement bot, 12 with 16 movement bots, 59 with no bots, which give us 72. However, plus 27, because they have a live stage combo, gets us 99? I don't know where I got the 84 from. Honestly, I'm only going to count the 13 stages with bots, because that's kind of what the whole point of this is. Now, fair enough, I may teleport into a thing into a different teleporting room. I might actually just rip out this whole wall here, do a doorway. I don't know. But I'm not going to move that because that's kind of important. And I just want to check the live stage real quick. Just to see. Oh, 333. So, and yes, I'm going to update this. 333 plus locations have the Chuck E. Cheese live, the dance floor, as we call it. Regardless, we're going to go get off of the whole depressing point of the video, and we're going to move to what we are doing this episode. Now, I'm going to invite Deadbird. I don't know if he's going to join us, as I think he's playing Roblox right now, which, more power to him, you know? It says he's online. I don't know, he's playing Roblox earlier. I don't know. But, we're going to come back to the old Rockfire stage here. And I have been sort of working on the pixel art back here. I think it's turning out really well. And I don't know, would you guys, I'm going to have you guys do this right now. I'm going to have you guys right now. You guys are going to actually pick what we're going to do for this episode. Yay! Okay, so we have the main backdrop is what we've been working on for the past, how long now? Like 5, 6, 7 episodes. Anyway, that's the one we've been working on as, you know, like that. We also have a bunch of other backdrops we can do, and I do want to see what you guys would want to see us build. So would you guys want us to do the one behind Mitzi? The one behind Duke, the clouds on center stage, and there's a couple on Billy Bob. There's like, what on Billy Bob's stage? Question mark? Yeah, there's the Smitty's backdrop. There's the Rolf and Earl. I have the rainbow and the... I don't know, what do you guys want to see me? Which backdrop do you guys want to see me do? Because I started the cauldron there. The applause sign I think I did really good on, but... Ross backdrop is interesting. Yeah. What's even more interesting is I put that through a pixel art thing, and it's going to take us pretty long to just do that. So what do you guys want to see me do here? We're gonna do sort of a live vote thing. See what y'all say. You guys got 1 minute to put in your results. When the elapsed time thing says 22:30 is when I'm gonna stop the voting for this. So, what do you guys think? Vote now. Here we go. Which the one behind Duke, I really kind of want to run through another thing because for some reason it tried to turn it gray instead of green. I don't get it, but alright. Alrighty. 30 seconds left on the voting. Come on, what do we got? Of course, we're gonna get a couple late ones because. Okay, time's almost up, guys. Just because the video is delayed a little bit, I'm actually gonna. Or did I say 23:30? I think I said 23:30. Maybe I said 22. I think I said 23. Alright, what do we got? What pixel art should I work on? Which some of these I'm gonna have to move out because I'm not too smart with the way I did this, but alright guys, time is up on the voting. And we have, let's see, let me count through the chat there. 0 votes. Okay, so 0 votes for the center stage backdrops, and 0 votes for. Okay, nobody voted, which is okay. Because, yeah. Well then, I guess we can work on. I already have the materials for the center stage backdrop, but that's kind of all I've been working on. Oh, by the way, if you guys can hear something, it sounds like something's running in the background. That is the old 3D printer running. Still printing out my suit, my FNAF cosplay. So yeah, that's what you guys can hear. Okay, maybe at least one vote. Anybody? No? Nobody? Okay. Well, let's do, this is the stream where Pack doesn't do anything for first 30 minutes except write down some signs. You know what? Let's actually do the clouds. I'm gonna have to go into photos, aren't I? Or screenshots would probably be better because it's what they are. No, I guess they wouldn't be under screenshots because what would they be under? Downloads? It's what they're under. And wait, I can get rid of these. So, real life Peter Griffin? What? Okay, now I have to figure out which cloud I put where. Um, this isn't the fun part of the... I think this all is one big cloud? There are 3 of them, right? Okay, and then there's one over there. Okay. Let's start with the most common, the smiley cloud, as it is called. Okay, I gotta find out what's what here. Okay, let's zoom in on that so I can actually see what I'm doing. Okay, I think I have everything I need. I think. I hope. Probably. Okay. Let's grab my materials. Gray concrete. Light gray wool. Diorite. Yeah, you know what? It's just gonna take too long. Now this is where it gets fun because I need to do concrete powder. And if you guys don't know anything about concrete powder, whoa boy, let me tell you about concrete powder. It is one of the few blocks that actually adheres to the laws of physics in this game. Pain in the butt to work with, but it looks pretty good when you do, so when you learn how to use it, it's pretty good. Now, the only thing... What? Did I... Let me guess, there's a crap ton of concrete down here. And gravel. And gravel. And here's some gravel right here. And some concrete powder. So I take it all the concrete powder I put up there probably... I don't know if either... Yeah, Choo Choo. The horrifying back of Choo Choo's head, at least, is the only thing we have done for him. So, good old Choo Choo. Man. They gave him a name, and then everybody knew his name, you know? Usually how names work. Now I'm thinking about it. Okay, clay block. Which brings me to another question I wanted to ask you guys about this series. For would you guys? I know some of you are probably tired of seeing me mess with that's wool. You know, I might switch the concrete powder, and you're not gonna really notice a difference here, because I don't think this uses gray concrete. I'm actually just going to switch the concrete powder for concrete so that we don't have to deal with gravity blocks all that much, because that's just going to get annoying after a while. And you can't really tell a difference anyway, so. So, question about the series I wanted to ask you guys. Would you guys want me to start the cosmetics on the characters and just do the backdrops off camera? Because it really is the same thing every episode. I start a backdrop, or I work on a portion of the backdrop. My helpers do stuff in the background. You know, it's not really what I would, how I really want this to be going. So, the only couple things we have left is we still have to do the props on the stage, which, not so much on Rolf's stage, we already kind of did those props. I lost where I was. That's wonderful. Anyway, yeah, not so much with Rolf's stage, we're kind of done with his props. I mean, the only things we kind of have left to do are the backdrops. So, there's that. But would you guys want me to start doing the stage props and cosmetics before, and just do the backdrops off camera, as opposed to how we're doing it now? I didn't even think that through, honestly. I don't know, what would you guys rather see? Well, we're not going to start with cosmetics. We do need to finish the props on the stage. Of course, the cosmetics is one of the last things I actually want to get done. There, that works. But I lost where I was again. Go figures. 1, 2, 3. Okay, I'm here. But yeah, would you guys rather see me? I might make a YouTube poll about it here soon, because that's honestly one of the easiest way to get answers real quick from you guys. I don't know, what would you guys rather see? Because I don't want to make a series, and unfortunately I think that's where this series is heading, is to why we're not getting a bunch of views like we used to. Is I think it's solely the reason because all we're pretty much doing is pixel art. Which isn't really... I did it again! I'm getting rid of this. Okay, much better. But, you know, I think that's really solely what we've been doing for a while now, is just pixel art. Yeah, that's not even partly my fault, that's mainly my fault, is because, I wanted the backdrops to be, you know, really accurate. But yeah, would you guys like to rather have me do everything on camera? Or would you guys want to see, like, how we're doing it? Because I will do it either way. The backdrops. Fair enough. I mean, yeah, that is also true. As much as, I don't like talking bad about my viewers. That is true. The backdrops don't really keep attention spans. Don't keep people's attention spans. Fair enough. I mean, but I'll leave it up to majority vote here soon. Probably like right after this episode. Probably like right after this. I'll put up a YouTube poll. See what you guys would want to see, because I don't want to bore you guys too much with my content. It's weird being a content creator, because people don't not necessarily watch, but people don't necessarily watch videos like they used to. I just stubbed my toe. Ah, that hurt. That hurt real bad. This way, you don't walk around and try to do commentary at the same time when you're not watching where you're walking. Okay. Anyway. Ow. But yeah, people don't really watch YouTube videos like they used to. I don't know, it feels like nowadays to make good videos, or successful videos, I could say, on YouTube, is you kind of have to repeatedly make high energy content. And I'm not one to do high energy content all the time. Like, I've been more trying to I'm not one to make high energy content, pretty much. Like, this is more chill, as the kids say nowadays. But But yeah, you know, it is a little difficult though too. I think to be a YouTuber nowadays, because like to make like good videos, you have to have high energy when you're recording the videos. Then you know you got to be like, oh, okay, I'm gonna edit this video now, and you have to do that like multiple times. Well, depending, I guess, on what you want to upload or when you want to upload. Like maybe not multiple times a day, but if you guys understand what I'm saying, you know, like it's I'm trying to make content that makes me happy because I don't want to spend energy doing something I don't like doing, for a living, which it's but you know. And I do think the reason, like, I honestly think animatronics are going out of style, like retro animatronics are going out of style. Like, they're not, people don't really care anymore. To be honest, take YouTube short. You can't take the YouTube. Yeah, exactly. Like, I try to stay real with you guys. I think one time I tried doing a high energy uh, character in a YouTube video. And that didn't really, like, that's not right. Yeah, no. But, like, I tried doing a high energy character, and I haven't touched that series again. Power Wash Simulator is the series I'm talking about. I might make a return to that, I don't know. But, I do honestly think YouTube, or like, yeah, YouTube. I honestly think retro animatronics are going out of style. Like, I really, it does seem like more and more people don't care about retro animatronics, but as much as they used to, at least. I'm not putting the blame on anyone. I partially fell into that. I think I am falling into that category with the retro, like with the Rockfire and all that. Like, I'm not as interested in it as I was when I started doing this. Whoops. That right? Yeah, that's right. And it's not, and I'm still gonna, I'm at least going to finish this series before because I don't want to, I want to actually get out of that habit. Yeah, technology advancing is one thing that's really pushing the animatronics under. It's just technology keeps advancing, and okay, I'm right where my mouse pointer is. You know, but once something new takes over, you can't necessarily keep the old. Which, What? Wait, who just joined my world? What? Okay, someone just random joined my world. Um, I don't know what to do. I'm gonna go find him. Well, actually, me to them. Oh, they're checking out everything. See if they start typing. Okay, I don't even know who this is, but they are in visitor, so they can't do anything. Let's see if they say anything before I head back to, where is... Okay. Actually, do I still have a map of the world? Have I ever thought about doing the new Rockfire? Yeah, many times. And I'll go up. Um, God, what did I do? I just threw flowers at. Or is that amethyst? What was that? I don't even know where it went. Or maybe I don't know what that was, but okay, I don't know where they went. So I'm gonna teleport back to where we were. But yeah, I've thought about doing. Wait a minute, I know where. I know how to get back. I think. So I have thought about doing the new Rockfire as a big build, but it would be very interesting because all the bots pretty much have the same movements. I say pretty much because they kind of do. I need to find the characters on the dollies, and then I can get back to where we are. It's funny that that's what I look for. There's a Rolf. That's a Mitzi head. Okay, here are the dolly characters. I just go straight over, and the stage should be out that way. Yeah, because there's the Pac-Man being chased by a ghost. But yeah, the new rocket fire would be interesting to do. And the only reason I say that is because they'd almost have to be specifically statues like this. Okay, I have someone loose in my world, but that's okay. I have thought about it, but they'd almost have to be specifically statues in order for... just in general. Because the new rocket fire is one of the most... well, one of the more advanced animatronic bands to come out of the 80s/90s. Pre-2000, I should say. That wasn't in Disney. But they are one of the more advanced animatronic bands, considering the fact is, they're never in the same spot twice. Almost. Never in the same spot twice. Because of the whole turntable thing they have. For those of you who don't know, I could attempt to pose them yet, but that wouldn't end well. I can see it already. That would not end well. But, so the thing is with them, for those of you who don't know, I'm just going to give like a little technical spiel. The rocket fire explosion, after Showbiz went under, Creative Engineering started building, or they decided to build another version of the rocket fire explosion that people could buy off them to at least stop them from going bankrupt. So their case in point, they built what was called the new rocket fire explosion, which was a more technologically advanced version of the rocket fire explosion, and it was like, and they used new mechs called the Midgens, which they were smaller than all the... regardless, they were on turntables, and like the whole stage could spin. And it was just this... it's actually kind of fascinating. Anyway, the whole stage could spin, and they could quote-unquote dance better than these could. Regardless, what had happened is everybody saw it, nobody really liked it. I don't know if there's still one running somewhere. I'd have to look it up. But there were a bunch in like I think only 5 or so were actually physically installed places. Like there was, oh god, I don't even know where they all were at, honestly, but I should. I just been out of the loop for a little bit. But anyway, the new Rockfire was a whole thing. But regardless, nobody really bought it like they thought people would. So the new Rockfire didn't really get off the store shelves as well as the Rockfire Explosion or any of the others. Which is kind of sad, but oh well. I think there is one out there, it's just not running anymore. Unless that got taken out, but I don't know. Yeah. Which is kind of ironic because, all the characters had the same movements. Almost all the characters. But if I were to do that in Minecraft, they'd almost have to solely be statues. Because, I can't really... You can't really turn anything. I can't really replicate the turntable thing, and, you know. Okay, that person left. Probably was like, whoa, this is cool. Took a look around. Seeing all my statues, are like, okay, this is it. This is all there is. I was like, nope. And left, but to the right person like this. But yeah, that is the new Rockafire explosion and the Midgeons in a nutshell. And I can't really replicate the turntables, so I don't know if I would do them statues or try to get them to move like I did the original Rockafire stage. But the only thing, if I were to do the new Rockafire, the only thing I'd really probably be able to get them to do is just like open their mouth, smooth their eyes, and that's it. Because the Midgeons, they can move their arms, like they can move their arms like up, past their heads, they can tilt their bodies, they can turn, they can do a lot more stuff than um, the first gen Rockafire could even dream of doing, but yeah, we'll eventually, if I don't hate myself for doing this for too long, eventually we'll get to all the fun stages that are gonna be, you guys are gonna see me like for 5 episodes try to do. But yeah, but for right now, yeah, and then they have the second gen characters, which Mitzi and Duke. There was a Beach Bear planned, but you know, 1983 showbiz, or yeah, it would have been at the end of '83. The video game crash would have happened, but 1983 was not a fun time for these places, Chuck E. Cheese included. Got affected worse than showbiz. However, the showbiz executives were like, nobody likes showbiz anymore, so they turned showbiz into Chuck E. Cheese, and they but still been ruining everyone's childhood since 1988, I guess, because that's when they would have done the showbiz campground. I still need to make that a thing. Oh, I have so much to do in this world. It's not even funny. which I do have a. Yeah, there probably was a way. I mean, it really depended on who was in charge of the big decisions up in corporate back then, which, you know, if we had had a different person, maybe Showbiz would still be around to this day. But I think, it's a blessing in disguise that Showbiz was taken out when it was, because let's be completely honest, if Showbiz was still a thing, and say Chuck E. Cheese went under, I think people of the I think more people would be a fan of Chuck E. Cheese, because it would be the sort of lost thing. Like a whole reason I believe people are fascinated with things is the fact that they never got to experience it. If that makes any sense, like people of the um, animatronic, the Chuck E. Cheese slash Showbiz fandom tend to favorite Showbiz more, is because that was a thing like people say was so great in the 80s, and we never got to, you know, I never got to experience it. Like people of, we never got to experience it, and that's why so many people are fascinated in it more than Chuck E. Cheese. Granted, Chuck E. Cheese was probably like a part of more people's childhoods. I butchered that. But yeah, granted, people are still more intrigued in Showbiz because yeah, there's so much footage from Showbiz. Like we have pretty much every show tape. As as what you're saying, we pretty much have every show tape that was ever programmed for Showbiz. We have at least a VHS or some kind of footage from almost every Showbiz store. There are still some we don't really have any footage or anything about. But granted, one could actually say we have more information about Showbiz than we do Chuck E. Cheese. Or we have more. Yeah, we also have the full moon rocker thing. Although I'm not gonna really count that with Showbiz because the moon rockers never even saw the light of day in a store. Which I think would have been pretty cool, but I understand why they didn't. But regardless, you know, yada yada yada. But let's be honest. Say if we had, like, say if Showbiz survived and Chuck E. Cheese did not. Like, where would that leave? Yeah, really. But say if Showbiz survived, like they decided to merge everything into Showbiz instead of Chuck E. Cheese. Like, creative engineering would probably still be in business. Well, yeah, creative engineering would probably still would be a bigger thing than it is. Hold on a second, guys. Alright, sorry about that, guys. Had to check up on something, but we're good. Had to check up on the old printer, but it's still running. Pretty good. Anyway, yeah, so yeah, if well, I mean, Rivaling Tesla with their... Oh my gosh. That'd be a... Yeah, that would be a... That'd be an interesting scenario. Do I still have sound? Okay, I do. But yeah, it'd be a... I genuinely think more people would be interested in uh, Chuck E. Cheese, like if they were the ones that got the boot, considering they'd be more of a lost media kind of thing. Like similar to the Rock-afire. But that's just my little theory. But that's just a theory. Oh, I miss MatPat, man. As host of Game Theory. But, yeah, people are genuinely more drawn to lost media kind of things. Like, let's be honest, we've all been drawn to the whole, like, lost media type of stuff in the past. I have, at least. But a lot more people would be interested in showbiz. The whole 2.0 thing would probably still be going on with, the Rock-afire explosion getting the boot for a dance floor. They'd have to turn the Cyberamics into... They'd have to turn the Rock-afire into the Cyberamics instead of the other way around. I wonder how that would go. That'd be an interesting world to live in. Where the Cyberamics were the Rock-afire explosion instead of the 3-stage being Munch's Make-Believe Band. Be an interesting topic of discussion. I don't know if we'd have the... Yeah, kind of. It also, I guess, depended how much, like, how big a thing of the 80s, like, it was, because, like, there are some locations I've heard, like Circus World Pizza, and some of the others with, like, the Tex Critter Band or something like that, whatever they're called. If I butchered that and you guys are fans of that, I'm sorry, but that's just one thing I never could get interested in. Like, I know, I'm stuck with the Rock-afire explosion, and I'm kind of happy with that, and the Chuck E. Cheese, but, like, the rest of them, like, I'm just not interested in personally. But, that varies from person to person, of course. But, one clip. Is there only one clip then? Seriously? Wow. Like, honestly, I'm not too big of a fan. To put this into perspective, I'm not too big a fan of earlier creative engineering shows, to be fair. To put this on the playing field with the top dogs of the 80s entertainment, like, I'm not even too much a fan of, like, the Hard Luck Bears, to be example. Like, I just don't find them that interesting, to be fair. And the Moonrockers, too, as well. Like, like, sure, like I'm not a but I'm not. I won't go out of my way. Like with the whole Moonrockers, the only exception for me is the Wolfpack Five. They are my favorite at least, but I don't know. What do you guys think? But yeah, back to the whole thing that started this. The what if Showbiz survived? Like, I don't think we'd be in any better of a boat if Showbiz was still around. To be fair, I still think they'd still be trying to get rid of the animatronics. They wouldn't be trying to save any of them. Which I don't know how true that is now, because they had a whole poll. I think somebody saved that band. I do know that. Somebody saved the Tex Critter band. And I think we're trying to get the rights to it so that they can fully, like, work on it or something. I don't know. That's the last I've heard of them. Oh yeah, the show tapes wouldn't be nearly as good as, music nowadays, in my opinion, isn't as good as what it was. But I don't know. It does warrant discussion. Honestly, someone did a video of it. Someone did a video of this scenario, and I can't remember their name. But somebody did a video of what if Showbiz survived instead of Chuck E. Cheese. And for the life of me right now, I can't remember their username. But they brought up some of the point. I'm just pretty much uh, like pretty much what's the word I'm looking for? Reiterating some of their arguments of what they said probably would have happened. But it is an interesting topic, I think, to delve into. I don't know, what do you guys think would have happened different, if anything would have happened differently? I personally don't think anything would have happened differently, but other than creative engineering still at least being on the map. Who knows, they might actually still be in the old warehouse. You never know. You never know. Would that is a very. I don't think the new Rockfire with the Midgeons would have existed, to be fair. because the whole reason they built that is they were still trying to do stuff with the Rockfire explosion after um, concept unification. Yeah, that's a better way to put it. The new Rockfire really was a last-ditch effort to save or to still have them using the Rockfire explosion. And as Aaron put it, that's kind of when he realized animatronics in the industry, in the um, entertainment industry, was sort of like was pretty much dead. But we probably would have had the second gen characters. Like each character probably would have been given a second gen version. Because, the whole reason the characters weren't fully given their second gen counterparts was budget cuts from Showbiz. But yeah, they could have still. They might have had their second gen variants. Although I think they probably would have only been given out to so many stores. Sort of like the Uncle Clunk show package. Like, I don't think they would have went through. I mean, granted, they probably might not have used the Cyberamics unless they would have improved upon them. I could see that happening. But honestly, I could also see creative engineering taking the Cyberamics and just using them for parts. Like dismantling them. Maybe storing them and selling them for fans. Possibly. But I can more see them being used for parts than I can. Imagine the 2-point shows. Maybe not a 2-point. Maybe, honestly. Here's. I mean, to be fair, they may have even booted creative engineering out of building their characters because of budget. Because creative engineering always did bigger and better things with the characters. I think they eventually would have probably been booted out of Showbiz, similar to how they were with when Concept Unification rolled around, due to trying to keep the budget. Honestly, we may have lost Chuck E. Cheese as a whole. Or I don't know, it's very peculiar because a lot of Chuck E. Cheese stores now are actually struggling financially due to the lack of customers or whatever it may be. But I don't know. It's a very, again, a very interesting topic you could delve hours of just research and time into. But as where we're at, I believe that's where we are in this universe. I believe that's where Showbiz would be in like a parallel universe if this would have happened. I very well think that's what could have happened. But like I don't know if they would have kept creative engineering on board, but I don't know. So, we'll never know what could have happened, but, it's, I guess that's why it's so fun to theorize about, because, you never know. Okay, that's where I'm at. Trying to... Oh, somebody gave me a friend request. But it'd be interesting to hear or see you guys' theories in either the comments or the chat of what could have happened. Alright. Okay, that's not polished, that's regular. 1, 2, 3. Oh, this is fun. Like so. Alright. Okay, and that goes until here. Have I ever seen the Rockfire explosion in person? No, I have not. I have tried to plan a trip down to Billy Bob's Wonderland for a while now, and it's never happened. Me, Deadbird, and Furious Pack were going to plan a trip down to Florida. We're actually gonna take a trip down to Creative Engineering in September of, or no, yeah, it would have been September of last year when, because we all graduated, we were all going to take a trip. But the whole thing happened where I wasn't talking to Deadbird for a while. And, then, life just kind of caught up with us, and we still haven't got a chance to go down. Whole plan was we're going to go to Mississippi to go to Smitty's Super Service Station, and then we were going to head on up, or on over to Florida to Creative Engineering, and then we were going to, on our way back, visit Billy Bob's Wonderland in West Virginia. And we, honestly, we're still going to go until, honestly, I was probably just going to drag Virgie's pack there myself. Wait a minute. I think I'm looking at the wrong thing here. Okay, then that's where it gets cut off. Okay. Okay, so now I know where I'm at. And honestly, we're still gonna go until I found out that Creative Engineering was moving out of their warehouse, and so that set that back, and I'm kind of just waiting at this point for their newer warehouse to get fully set up so that they, Aaron will start doing tours again, but that still hasn't happened yet. So yeah, I'm just kind of so yeah, that whole trip's just kind of been put off for a little bit. And we were going down to Billy Bob's Wonderland. I don't even think they were fixed up yet by the time we planned on going down. So they were still in that horrible state of disrepair, even though it was kind of funny to watch. But oh well, we'll get down at some point. I'll do a whole vlog series about it. I think would be fun. But in short, to answer that question, no, but I would really like to go and see. But I just haven't had a chance. None of us really have, honestly, but it's okay. We've all got more, we've all got important things going on, so. Well, I don't know so much about the other two, but what they've got going on, but, I've got a movie coming out. We're still making the movie, at least. It's not coming out anytime soon, but we're still making a movie here if you guys didn't know about it. So that's fun. And, yeah. He does tour? I don't think. I know Billy Bob's Wonderland, they're still, or, yeah, Billy Bob's. Smitty's is still. Oh, yeah, Jack Turner does tours. I know Smitty still does. I can't think of his name, but he still does tours. Jack Turner now does tours, but Missouri's a little too far out there. For me, at least. I don't know, we'd have to see, because okay, where am I at? Okay, I'm right there. Okay. Alright, so that there. So we're probably just going to finish this cloud here, guys, and we're going to end the episode just because we've been going for almost 2 hours already. And we're still working on one cloud. Which, to be fair, probably would be going a lot quicker if I actually used the rest of my hotbar here. Instead of just one slot. What is my favorite show tape? Great question. That's a wonderful question. That is a good question. I really think about it. I'd either have to say the tribute to Abbey Road. By the way, guys, there's the first cloud done. That's the smiley cloud. That's the one that's smiling. When I go back, you can kind of see, like, there's his nose, there's his mouth. You can't really see his eye. Oh, there's his eye right there. Yeah. Oh, I understand now. That's his lip. Yeah, he's a silly goober. I don't know if I can use that catchphrase. That's not my catchphrase. Anyway, guys, we're gonna leave it there with that cloud on this episode, and we're going to work on some mini stages. Here we go. Yeah, but I'd either have to say the Tribute to Abbey Road is a good one. They have a lot of good songs on that one. Or, either Tribute to Abbey Road or the White Album. The Beatles' White Album show tape. Because they have the Monkees medley, and I love the Monkees medley. That is probably my favorite showbiz segment, is the Monkees medley. But all the ones in the Abbey Road are pretty good. I don't know, it's a tough question. For sure. This is Circles of Light, which we are working on. But yeah, so I don't know. What's you guys' favorite showbiz show tape, or even Chuck E. Cheese show tape? I'm not. Oh, you're kidding me? I can't use that image. I don't want to use that image either. Yeah, I guess that works. Little arrows. Wait, which one's that off of? I should know this, but I really don't. Okay. Is that a segment or show tape? Magic Night? Okay. The Magic Medley is pretty good too, now that I'm thinking about it. That's a pretty good one. Because they have Magical Mystery Tour. I'm a huge Beatles fan, by the way, if you guys couldn't tell. I just like older music in general. I think it's much better than what we have nowadays, but... Yeah, Magic Night was a pretty good show tape, too. Now that I'm thinking about it. I haven't listened to it all, so that's why I didn't include it. Always how it starts, yep. To be fair, my love for older music started with the Beach Boys. No, it actually was. Yeah, fair enough. No, actually, I'd have to say my love for older music actually came with the Rockfire Explosion. Because I started with them, then I found out about the Wolfpack 5. Well, it started with the Rockfire Explosion, and that's pretty much when we started the first series. And then midway through, I found out about the Wolfpack 5. And I was just like, I love this. And then... At that point, I hadn't really listened to the Beatles much. So I listened through every album the Beatles had, and that took me, like, a month to do. That was not a fun month. So this screen is a lot bigger. I have to resize this. And then the Beach Boys came around before the Beatles, in the way I was listening to it, and, you know. Now it's Elton John for me, so. Yeah, everybody's got their own taste. Elton John, Billy Joel, they're all pretty good. I'm not a fan of newer stuff, but. Surfing Safari, um, Surfing Safari, California Girls, trying to, Surfing USA, Fun, 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 Surfer Girl, you know, all the, not all of them, but those are some of the good ones. Little Deuce Coupe, Sloop John B, pretty good. I have a whole record collection of all older artists here. I don't actually have an Elton John record. I need to get one. Or a Billy Joel record. But I have Queen, the Monkees, the Beatles, Beach Boys. I think I have... What other ones do I have? Okay, you guys got me looking through my record collection now. What are you? Oh, I actually have the Rockfire album. Their first album. The GR first album thing. I need to go off my bed and not fall, but... So there's a ball there, or a circle, I guess they are called, because, you know, circles of light. My game froze. Oh no. Because it auto-saved. It always does that for some reason. My theory is because it's an older world. Older in the fact that it was before the newest update, so it just lags every time. Without fail. Okay, so this is... there is a circle here. That is a pretty big circle of light. Hence the name. Anyway, the Ramones. I've heard of them. I haven't really checked them out. I heard they're pretty good, though. I need to check out a lot more older music artists, like 70s, 80s rock especially. Because I know, like, Journey... I don't have a Journey record, but I have a Journey CD I listen to in my car. Who else do I have? Journey Electric Light Orchestra is pretty good. I have to listen to the Ramones now. This is not a blue dot. This is a white dot. And this white dot, where's the center of the... My sister and her friend are digging up what looks like my pet goldfish. I didn't flush my pet goldfish, I buried him. I just see they're out there with a shovel and what looks like a plastic bag next to it. I think they dug up my goldfish. Oh my gosh. I just happened to look out my window and it looks like they're digging up my goldfish. And I'm laughing like an idiot about it. Yep. That reminds me of that part from SpongeBob. Am I really going to defile this grave for money? Of course I am! Just... Oh my gosh. I'm gonna go outside and see what that is. I hope it's not my goldfish. Bad part is, we didn't even mark where he was buried, so we just kind of buried him. And they're just digging near it, to my memory. So they very well could have just dug up my goldfish. determined. Alright, you guys can kind of see what I'm going for here. I think it looks pretty good myself, but I am trying to stick to a pattern, though, because I do believe every stage is the same with these circles, unless it is random. There, we're gonna cheat a bit with that one, because that's gonna connect to here if I'm not careful. So there's like a little one here, which is gonna be like a little square. And then there's like a little square here. And then, let's see here. There's like a slightly bigger square here. Well, got lazy. Said the, I'm sure this is fine. Like, I don't know if it is, because these do light up. I don't know if it is the same on every store. Because, you know, the corporate of everything is, you know, not fun to deal with, but anything that is, like, any business with corporate trying to deal with that is not fun. Because you have to do everything a certain way, and, you know. If you guys know, you know. So. Boom, boom. I don't know, what do you guys think? I think that looks pretty good, myself. And I just ran into the back of Studio C Alpha? Yeah, Alpha, Beta, Kappa. And Circles of Light. Which means... Did I build all the Chuck E. Cheese stages? There's... at least all the ones... I have a notebook somewhere here I keep everything in. And I don't know where I put it. I'm getting friend requests from same user, so it must be important. Is this it? Yeah, this is it. Found it. Here it is. The exact page I need to. I tried putting the notebook down, I put it on my cord, and then I just kind of karate chopped the control out of my hand. It was... I felt like a ninja there, like... Exactly like that, too. And it doesn't count unless you make the noise. The karate chop noise, too, so... Okay, so what all do I have to do left? 3-stage road stage. Studio C's are done. Oh, the Galaxy stage. Okay, that's the last one I need to do. So, how is the... Is that the king? Yes, that is the king, and the king cat right next to him. Yeah, I have them all. Which is weird, because we started this, like, these mini stages halfway through this series. And the series isn't even almost done yet. We're almost done with this. The Galaxy stage is next, and then I still need to build... I need to build the new Rockfire Explosion. Oh god, they're all... I don't even know how to do that. I don't even know how to build the Midgens. I'll have to see if Crazy can help me with that. At this scale, at least. But yeah, that is... I almost said that's it, but that is not it, because we have one more. That didn't sound good. Something hit off something and it sounded like metal. Oh, that is big, Chucky. Okay, I have to actually go into the wiki to do this. Ba-ba-bum. I think they did dig up my fish. Okay, so yeah, we just have to build the galaxy stage, and then that is it. So I did hope y'all enjoyed this episode. Yeah, I hope y'all enjoyed this episode. We got a little bit more done on the big stage, but I'll do a YouTube poll right after this if you guys would want me to do the cutouts before or after, during or off camera. So I hope y'all enjoyed. I will see you all in the next episode. Bye bye!